Joining us for another weekend. He has several movie events happening this week in the Valley. Josh, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Well,
good to be
thank you
here.
for being here. Yes, it's always a pleasure. So we're starting this week with a Jewish film festival.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Jewish Film Festival is ongoing. It goes through January 27th. This is the 18th year of the Las Vegas Jewish Film Festival. It's the longest running film festival we have in Nevada. It's a great event, not just for the Jewish community, but for film goers in general. They bring interesting documentaries and foreign films to Las Vegas, including coming up this week on the 20th is a documentary called Shalom Bollywood, which is about how Jews participated in the early days of the film industry in India. So really a topic that I think probably not many people know a whole lot about.
Right.
And you can see that at the Windmill Library on the 20th at 1 p.m. Most of the screenings are over at the Adelson School in Summerlin.
Okay.
And it's going, like I said, through the 27th, multiple different movies they're showing.
And it's free, right?
And it's free, yes. That's a great
Love
thing
that.
that they've done this year. This is the first year of it where all the screenings are free. So just head down and take a chance on some interesting different kinds of movies.
I love that idea. I love that idea. Okay, moving on to a movie that my mom has been telling me to go to for the last month, it feels like, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
Now coming out with a version that I don't think I should go to. It's a sing-along
Yeah,
version?
maybe not the way to see it at first,
Okay.
but maybe it could be. I have to say, people love this movie. I was not a huge fan of this movie, but I do love Queen, and so I think maybe the most enjoyable way to see this movie would be to go and sing along with all the great Queen songs. And as of this weekend, it's out in theaters in this sing-along version all around town. So whenever they're doing the songs, you've got the words on screen, and you can join the audience in singing along. And usually you want to be quiet in the movies, but this is a time when you don't need to be, and you can enjoy the Queen music, which, again, I think is the best part of this movie.
Just let it out.
Yes,
Just sing.
absolutely.
Yes.
And everyone will be there with you.
I fear that I would just clear the theater, though. I mean, my voice is nothing like Queen.
Well, yeah.
But they do it
You'd
so
have
well.
everyone along with you, though, so
Exactly,
it gets drowned out.
To
yeah.
drown me out,
Yeah.
exactly. Moving on to something that I also wouldn't want to show my peers, my coloring skills, but coloring in cinema back.
Yeah, at the Millennium Fandom Bar. This is a fun event they do periodically over there at Millennium Fandom downtown, the Coloring in Cinema, and they're showing Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which is one of my personal favorites.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to make sure to bring up Coloring in Cinema this week, because I love Bill and Ted. And there's actually some great Bill and Ted comic books. Comic Books for the Masses is the sponsor of this event, and so you can color in Bill and Ted and watch the movie, and it's a free event at Millennium Fandom on the 14th at 8 p.m.
Awesome. I have never seen it, Josh, so
You gotta go.
I feel like every week we just talk about the movies I haven't seen.
It's a childhood favorite of mine, and I've seen it many times.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Well, you have inspired me.
All right.
Moving on to Reign of the, is it Supermen or Superman? I assume it's all of the
Supermen. So
Yes.
yeah, this is actually a double feature of DC animated movies. The Death of Superman was a movie that came out a few months ago, and this is the sequel now, Reign of the Supermen. It's based on a classic comic book storyline, so there's a double feature of both of these animated movies before their home video release. It's going to be all over local theaters on the 14th at 8 p.m. And they do a lot of these animated movies for various superhero stuff, and it goes mostly to home video, so this is a chance to see it in the theater for the superhero fans.
See it on the big screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's great. And last up, Wonders of the Sea, a documentary that was, most of it was shot underwater, right? So
Yeah,
kind of
this is
different visual.
an undersea documentary that's going to be shown in 3D, starring Jean-Michel Cousteau, son of Jacques Cousteau, the famous oceanographer. So his son is out there showing you sea life, and it's narrated by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And yeah, I go back and forth on 3D, but I think probably the best use of 3D is something like this, like a nature documentary where it can really immerse you in this world of these strange animals and plants and everything you have underwater. So if you like documentaries and nature, go check that out on the 17th at 7 p.m. at the Town Square and Santa Fe movie theaters.
I think I might, because that actually sounds super, super interesting and beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
Beautiful
Yes,
imagery,
yes,
so,
yes.
Josh, thank you so much for all of these great suggestions.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And coming up after the break, more weather.